today we're going to make garlic knots. Here I have 1 1/3 cup of water heated to 110 degrees, one packet of fast rising yeast, and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. I'm going to mix these in the standing mixer with the dough hook. And then we're gonna close it. Okay. Once it's mixed, we're gonna take it off the mixer. Whoa. And we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. Once that this rested, we uncover it and we have 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 3 cups of flour. We need a 1/2 cup more and I'll show you how to measure it. We don't put the measuring cup in the flour bag because then it will pack the flour and it will be too much flour. So we spoon it and we put it in. When it gets high, just put it over. You need like 1 more scoop. Like that. You don't want to overfill it. And then use a knife. Use the not sharp side and just kind of get off, like, that's more empty. Okay, so now that we did that, we're going to put it into here where the 3 cups are, and we're going to add the salt, the olive oil, and half the flour. And we're gonna mix it for 15 seconds. So this is mixed for 15 seconds, and we're gonna add the rest half of the flour. And we're going to beat it for 2 minutes. Dough out of the bowl, and I have a little extra flour here for my hands, just in case it gets sticky. And so we're gonna knead it. I'll show you how to knead it. So you take one side, like half the dough, and you flip it over to the other side and push. You do this for about 2 minutes, and you'll know when it's done when you flip it over, push it back down, and it slightly comes back up. We kneaded it, and now we put the dough back in the bowl, and we have 1 tablespoon of olive oil here. We swirly drizzle it around, and then we get the dough ball and move it around in the bowl so that all the dough gets some olive oil. And then we get a kitchen towel and we let it sit for an hour and a half. So we let this sit for an hour and a half. Now we're gonna get it out. Yeah, you got it out. And we're going to form it into a 16-inch log. Well, about 16 inches. Form it into the log. Now we are going to cut it in half. And then we're going to cut each half into a half. And then we'll get 4 pieces out of each thing. Okay, so this is how it looks once it's cut. Okay, so you take your strip and you make it into like a log and you move your hands to side. But you kind of got to do it fast. And then the fat end, because this is skinny now, fat end you do now. That needs tucked in. And then we tied them right here. And after I show you how to tie it, we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. So we roped that. You might need to like do that a little bit. And then you're using 2 fingers and you're wrapping it around. You cross this like that and you use this one like tying a shoe and putting it through that and then pull. Tuck the unders under the knot and then put them on the cookie sheet. So now let's let them rest and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so now when these are resting, we have to make the sauce. So here I have 6 tablespoons of butter, 3 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and with that I have 1/4 teaspoon salt. So I'm going to mix these 3 ingredients with that into the butter. And then I'm going to mix it. It will get a little dark. Okay, so now we need to uncover these. We mix that, and now with the sauce, we're gonna slightly cover them like that. And we need to save some sauce for when, after they come out of the oven. So when they do, we can put the sauce on and then just eat them. These are looking great so far. And we also preheated the oven to 400. And now we're going to put these in the oven. We let them cook for about 18 to 20 minutes. And every time you check them, you have to check the bottom. Garlic knots cooked, and we are going to paint some sauce over the garlic knots. We reheated the sauce because our butter hardened. And so after we paint the garlic knots, we're going to add a little Parmesan and some parsley, and we made some marinara sauce so that we can dip it in once these are painted and the 2 ingredients are sprinkled over the thing. Parmesan and some parsley. And once that's done, we're gonna put them on a plate and put the sauce in a bowl. That's probably enough Parmesan cheese and parsley. I'm going to sprinkle it high so that it gets everywhere. Okay, so our garlic knots are off the mat, and it should look like this on the bottom when they're done. And we're going to give them a try. I'm going to rip it off, put it in the marinara sauce. It's very good. Okay, I'm going to show you how fluffy the inside is. That is how fluffy the inside is. So it's really fluffy inside, and it's so good with marinara sauce.